Okay, next it's my honor to introduce to you Debi Heck. Debi also understands quality, so I'm super excited to introduce her to you. She's our final speaker this morning. Debi serves as the Vice President of Client Success at Healthcare Blue Book. Prior, she served as Senior Vice President at Carrot Sense and Healthy Roads. She earned a master's degree in wellness management from Ball State University, so she's a Hoosier. I just had to throw that in there. I didn't throw in everyone's degrees. We do have a really accomplished group here, but you know, it's just so wonderful that you're here to join us. I do want to say that we had a couple of proprietary solutions, right? So we had Turquoise Health, and then Healthcare Blue Book's the other proprietary solution, and then we have 3 public solutions. But you know, these proprietary folks, I mean, they got some really good stuff going on. So we're grateful that they're letting us include some of it in Sage Transparency. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming Debi. So slide forward, slide backward. Thank you.
All right, I fully am aware that I am between you and lunch. Not sure if that's better than being between you and cocktails, but we're gonna go fast. One thing that I have really come to appreciate is that quality is needed in a lot of places. You guys are very aware that in the healthcare system, but we want to know if we're going to have a good outcome or not. But we're also looking at quality for interoperability, not only transparency, best in class, as a differentiator for different facilities practitioners. And a lot of groups are using quality for steerage. So when we at Healthcare Blue Book are looking at quality, we're actually taking all of this into account for how we're looking at quality and how we're disseminating it. And we are disseminating this information in many ways. Payers, specialty providers, different analytic firms are using our data. Direct contracting for employers, they're using the quality data to do those direct contracts. A lot of brokers and consultants are using it to help create bundles or different networks for their clients. And then obviously, like Gloria, the healthcare coalitions are using that data. So we're really excited to be able to have our data disseminated through a variety of channels. We also have a very large commercial use. So Healthcare Blue Book's been around for about 15 years. We partnered with Quantros to get the quality data, and last year we purchased Quantros, so we are the owner of that data now. But we're disseminating that information out not only direct to employers and their members so they can shop for care. Good, right? We're excited about that. But a lot of TPAs, and then we've got a lot of channel partners that we're using our cost and quality data. So if we think about our scoring methodology, and this is going to drill down to what you'll see on the public dashboard, we have an overall composite score, and Melissa, thank you for describing all of that stuff because I can't go there. But we take in a variety of measures from the CMS data, create a composite quality score, and then we risk adjust that by age, gender, case counts, and comorbidities. And that gives our overall score. And then all the brainiacs that deal with this, and Shane Wolver is here and has done this for years, they take those measures, do Z-scores, and we percentile rank it. So that's my very simplistic way because I am not any of those smart things. So when we talk about quality disparities, what you will see in the dashboard that's made publicly available is the overall hospital score, medical score, and surgical score. And we've seen a lot of this in cost, and you will see this in quality too, that there are great disparities between all of these. And so the more granular you can get, the better insights you'll be able to provide. So I thought I would not disparage any hospitals or facilities around Indiana, so I de-identified everything. But you can see the real stuff in the dashboard. So if we take 25 hospitals in the Indianapolis MSA, so the metro area, overall hospital care, top 25 are the top 3 and the bottom 3. So these are de-identified hospitals. So this is your overall hospital score, which includes your medical and surgical combined. Overlay that to your medical care, you can see that those top 2 hospitals are doing really well in surgical, but some other groups are also doing better that were not overall in the overall category. And then layer in the surgical care. And so you're seeing this great disparity from those different components. So if you're just looking at a single score, you may not be getting the true information. So how does that actually break down when you start looking at how a hospital or a facility ranks in everything? So you can have a facility that is ranking in that top percentile for joint replacement, but really low in bariatric or other different surgeries or procedures. Then, if you look at hospitals, same hospital, different surgeries. Again, you're going to see great hip, maybe for the hip fracture repair down to neurological care, different outcomes, different surgeries. So, and lots of good marketing. And people go, I should go to, I'll just pick on Mayo Clinic because we've talked about them before. I should go to Mayo because they have a great brand. I should go to Cleveland Clinic because they have a great brand. I should go to IU Health because they have a great brand. They do, but not in everything. So it's really important to look at those different procedures within that hospital system to see what they're good at and steer your population to the right place for the right procedure. Additionally, even within the same systems, okay, that was the hospital, single hospital. This is the system. Again, it's Indianapolis North, no hospital is named, and South. You can see that in this particular case, I think that says heart failure, can't see it that close. Heart failure on the north side is ranked super low, but if you drive 45 miles north or south, you can have a very good outcome from a quality procedure. So the real key here is not just looking at the system, but really digging into the procedures and then also the physicians. So that very hospital, that South Hospital for heart failure, could be doing great with their top 5 doctors, but you're going to run into some docs that aren't really good at that procedure. And so the Quantros data goes down granularly into systems, facilities, and then actual procedures and physicians. So the top scores you'll see in the free dashboard are just those top 3 that I mentioned. But then if you're a member, you can dig into some of this more granular information and really understand what physicians are performing well in those particular procedures. This does tie into cost. So from Healthcare Blue Book, we pull in commercial claims, and we can see within network prices, and this is nothing new, you've heard a lot about it already this morning, there's huge variances for in-network at those same, different facilities. And I'm not going to belabor this point, but when you see an average market price of $778 or percent, think about buying a gallon of gas for $3 versus $22, right? Would you go do that? So we shop for our gas, we shop for everything. We really need to teach our world to shop for healthcare. But what we do is start to layer that against the quality. So this is for an ACL repair. You can see the light green and little black areas, the professional. So we've talked about what physicians are being paid. They're being paid about the same across the board. Your anesthesia costs are about the same across the board, but it's those facility costs that are drastically different. So we're looking anywhere from about $10,000 all the way up to $100,000 for the same surgery in this Indianapolis market. Layer that quality on there. So if you look at the very most expensive, it's the worst quality. So we really want to focus on quality of care, then cost, because they do not correlate together. So this is what I really found fascinating. This is 10 hospitals within the Indianapolis market, and you can see top quality all the way down to worst quality, and then the little dots on top are the cost according to that. So it is important to shop. It's important to really direct people to and encourage them to shop for that care and even incent them to do so. And as we look at our data, about 15%, 14% of a population will naturally go to what we call green, high quality, low cost. if you don't provide them tools, if you don't give them the incentive to do that shopping, you are leaving a lot of money on the table and also risking quality of care. So our goal is to provide not only employers, hospitals, you as the buyers of healthcare, this information, but really get it into the hands of the members also. So really key considerations there. We've talked about a lot here, but having that independent viewpoint around cost and quality, there's a lot of data out there. Understanding your market. This is true. I picked on Indiana because we're here, but it's true across the entire nation. And really use that data to contract and gain better value in your plans, and really give that tool to your members so they know how to shop for that care.